Good morning or afternoon, depending on what time you are listening to this podcast, and welcome to yet another episode of Do Geese Have Udders, the show where we ask the unanswered and answer the unasked, looking at news and online stuff too. I'm Michael Gooch, and as always, I'm joined by my good friend Matthew Thompson. You right, Matt?
Can anyone see my bag?
Good. Then let's start the show. Matthew, we're back in the shed.
We're back in the shed.
Back in the shed. It's lovely in here. There's no minor echo.
No, not at all.
But the other hall was quite nice, but it's good to be back.
Yeah, nice being a nice dusty shed.
Put away all your camping stuff. How was camping?
It was good. Went with the boys and some girls. Burned a bunch of stuff. Had a bottle of port. It was very nice.
Very chill.
Port night.
Sounds good. How was the wind? The wind was terrible on there.
The wind was fine. It was the rain that was a bit off-putting for one part of it.
But you had a nice time.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Cool. I think we've ignored her enough now.
Yes.
Matt!
Wait. So I was sorting out some tents, and I had to dry one, and I opened one up, and one of the people I went camping with actually fell out, and she's here because she doesn't have anywhere else to go.
Worst intro to a guest I think we've ever had. Hello, Rebecca.
It's Rebecca.
Hello.
You are the first of the female species on this show, in case you didn't know.
I'm very privileged.
Don't assume her gender. It's 2021.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Rebecca.
It's okay. I'll forgive you.
Okay,
I'll forgive you.
First thing that Rebecca said when she saw this all set up, oh, it's quite professional,
Yeah.
she said. Yeah.
Use microphones.
Take that as a compliment. What were you expecting?
Well, I don't know. It's just, you've got proper microphones, proper little, I don't know what it's called, but box thing in the middle.
Little mixer thing. I don't know what else you were expecting.
I don't know. I guess I was just kind of expecting you to use your headphones with the mic on that.
We could.
Our little
I mean,
gaming
it sounds
headphones.
great.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds great on the recording, so
Oh, that's good, yeah.
I'm not surprised that it's
Hell of a
all
lot of
set up
editing
properly.
goes into it.
Yeah, same.
As I explained just before we started. Do you want to give a little background to yourself? I mean, how we know you.
So, yeah,
How do we know her?
I told you she was in a
I
tent.
just showed up one day.
That makes sense, yeah.
No, so I've been in scouting with you all since I was 12. Is that when you joined?
I've got no idea. Oh,
Did beavers?
I think so.
I didn't do beavers. I did cubs at a different group, and then came over to the same scout group as you.
The better one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Part of the amateur campers as well.
Yeah,
technically.
But
Yeah.
now
No, you are,
I
yeah.
haven't always been.
You were too young at one stage to
Yeah,
be
I
amateur
was.
campers, but now she's old enough. She's a part of it, along with Will and Darius and Ben, all been on the show previously.
Yeah. Ben's kind of been on the show.
Well, he's kind of been on the show. He
need
was
him here.
our only Zoom guest. Ben, if you're listening, you will come in the shed at some point, we promise.
Or else.
Or else, it's a threat. So what are you currently doing, Rebecca?
I'm currently at university.
Way!
Yeah, I'm going into my final year this September, and I study physics. So
Cool.
Sciencey physics or the mathy physics?
well,
both the same.
physics is
Physics
both of those
is
things.
physics. Come on.
No, physics is both very mathsy and physicsy. You can't really get away from either of them, unfortunately.
Ah, okay.
I heard you're good at basketball because you do physics. I think that those things go in between, intertwined.
Yeah, you give her a basketball, and just her mind then like this
Yeah.
projectiles and angles and all that. Does that happen, Rebecca?
Do you
I mean, I used to be
visualise?
okay at basketball, but I don't think that's it.
But did you ever see the maths when you were doing it?
No.
Did you see the
No.
lines that
that
like,
is
go?
that is disappointing.
I don't see the lines.
We'll work on it.
So I went and saw some friends the other day for the first time in a while. Met up in a park. It was quite nice. We had a rounders bat and football and picnic and.
What the hell did you play? You got
Well,
rounders
with all
bat,
of
a football, and a picnic net.
Yeah,
what is that
all
for?
at the same time. Yeah. But here's one thing that I learned about myself, and this is going to surprise you, Matt. This might surprise you as well, Rebecca. It seems, have forgotten how to kick a football.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm not that surprised. Sorry, Michael.
You enjoying your bevs there, Matt?
Yeah, sponsored by Carlin.
They're not sponsored by Carl.
Oh, Carlin doesn't taste very nice. I think Foster's.
Oh, that's a great thing
Sorry,
to say
Stella.
if they were sponsoring.
Bum Foster's.
But anyway, here's basically what happened. Is every time I went to kick the ball, I ended up kicking it with my shin. And I don't know how I do that, but here is my theory. I think the last time I kicked a football, my foot would have been where my shin was.
So I don't want to be dumb, but which part's the shin? It's this
The
part,
shin?
isn't it?
Yeah, the bit above there.
How?
Well, I don't know. Like, if the ball was coming to me,
Did they
I
kick
would
it at you, or was it on the floor stationary?
kick it at me.
Okay, well that's understandable.
Yeah. And my theory is that the last time I kicked a football, my foot was where my shin was.
But your foot was always on the ground.
Yeah, I know, but I think height-wise, I naturally then go to kick where my shin is, and the ball is now hitting my foot. And
Yeah.
Okay.
does that kind of make sense?
I guess.
Basically, the summary from that was just I thought I was bad at sports, and I'm right. I can't kick a football now to save my life. Yeah.
You are absolutely bad at sports.
I tell you something though, rounders. Sign me up for the British team. I am getting very good at rounders.
Oh, I love
But
rounders.
were your arms in the same place then? Did you
Well,
play like this with your hands like next to
I
your
reckon
chest?
if I used to be bad at rounders, now I'm really good at rounders. I can now hit the ball perfectly. It surprised me. I hit it really far, and I just went, "Oh!" I was like, "That was surprising."
Oh, well done, mate.
Yeah.
We'll get your football game
decent.
up.
Oh, thanks. Yes, that was just my little sports story for you.
And what did you do with the picnic?
The picnic. I ate the
Table.
picnic. The picnic table. We didn't have a table.
I mean,
just on the
blanket.
floor, like cannibals.
Like cannibals.
Yeah, like cannibals.
Cannibal?
If I was a cannibal, I'd be eating on a table. I need some class in my diet.
So, Matt, Rebecca, as we know,
Yes.
does physics. She's
Yep.
sciencey.
She can do physics, you.
And you haven't been to NASA, but you've been somewhere similar to NASA,
Yes. I've been to the European Space Agency.
which, as Matt calls it,
The BTEC NASA.
BTEC NASA. Is that true?
A little bit.
Oh.
I mean, they don't send off rockets or as
What?
much, or at least where I went. That's not where all of that happens. It was very much a school trip sort of place.
Whereabouts is it? It's a European one. Is
It's
it
in
the-
Belgium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in Belgium. It was really cool there. Some of the stuff they've got there is so interesting.
But not rockets.
Not rockets.
What type of stuff have they got?
So they have.
Basketballs.
Yeah,
They-
yeah,
they
of course.
don't-
Yep. That's all they're doing. It's just a bunch of scientists like in lab coats, like bouncing basketballs. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, so the main things they have are the sort of things that you kind of get to experience what it would be like to be in space or to be involved in sending a rocket up into space.
Oh, so have they got like one of those gyro things? The things that you sit in and they like
they
they spin
spin.
like all
Yes.
the...
You get the
Yes,
G,
they
You
do.
get all the G-force.
Did you
Yeah,
do it?
I did. It was brilliant. So literally, you have to sit in this chair. They strap you all up, and it spins it's insane. Spins so much, and to make it interesting, they give you a piece of paper and a crayon, and on the paper, you have to, while you're spinning, you have to draw within the lines on this piece of paper, and the more you like go out of the lines, the more points you lose. And it's like a competition between you and your other friends.
So I take it that's like seeing like when you sort of pass out or just trying to stay in the zone.
They
I
don't.
guess,
They
kind
don't
of.
take you to astronaut levels. They were children.
So the basic idea is when you're in an actual rocket, if you hit something or for whatever reason your rocket starts spinning, you need to be able to take yourself up to the front of the rocket and stop yourself from spinning by pressing various buttons
Put
or
the
whatever.
handbrake on.
Yeah, put the handbrake on. But you have to be able to do that while you're spinning at a very fast speed, because obviously, unless you physically stop the rocket from spinning, the rocket won't stop spinning because there's no air resistance in space.
Yeah.
Handbrake does nothing in space, man.
Unfortunately not.
Got to park first.
So the idea with that machine where you spin loads and loads is that it gives you an idea of how well you can do things, including drawing apparently, while spinning an insane amount.
Under pressure and when you're not conscious. Well, is it conscious? Like no, when your mind is just everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
The juices of the mind are flowing.
Yeah, your brain comes out.
in all
You
directions.
probably look like the. The fish that when it comes out of water, it's all squishy.
Oh, the blobfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably look like when it's all just squished back onto the chair.
Hope you don't mind me asking, Rebecca. Did you look like the blobfish when you came out of it?
I don't think so. Maybe during it?
Did you feel like the blobfish
A little
coming out
bit,
of
definitely a little bit.
Oh, that must have been fun. That was good. So when was this? Was this a couple of years ago? Did you say?
Yeah, about 2 years ago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What other things did you do in what was it? No, the European Space
Agency.
Okay, so
Yeah.
NSA.
NSA.
ESA.
ESA. Where did I get the N from? National.
You probably
NASA?
NASA. That's it. Have you been to NASA?
Yes, but not since I was like 7.
Oh, okay.
Oh, do you remember any of it?
I remember some of it. We didn't go when like the rockets were taking off or anything like that. We just kind of had a tour around the building.
Oh,
it
that's
was
still
it was
cool.
definitely really cool. Like I said, I don't remember enough of it. I think we did a couple simulation things, but that was about it that I remember.
So which other stuff did you do at the ESA?
ESA.
The ESA. So they also have this contraption where basically you get put into like a harness, and it takes 5/6 of your weight. It will hold. So basically, you only feel 1/6 of your weight, I think.
Oh, is that one of the bungee bouncy things?
Yep. And so it basically simulates what it would be like to walk on the moon.
And how was that?
Also very cool. You get to just jump around everywhere. It's brilliant. And they put a VR headset on as well, so it makes it look like you're on the moon.
Oh my god.
That's cool.
Yeah.
This sounds like good fun. We're sat in here wasting our time in a shed, and we could be doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're both smart people, aren't we, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we ask questions like, do geese have udders and...
So do you think the moon landing's fake?
No, I don't think the moon landing's fake.
Have you been to the moon, though?
I have not.
Well, then, at this exact point,
Yeah.
she could be on the fence.
She's been on the moon more than us with the VR.
That's like
how
saying,
you know
Matt,
it's fake. That's
Matt,
how you know
I've seen a
it's fake.
picture of the moon. I've been closer to it than you have.
Well, I've seen it in person.
Actually,
so.
speaking of space stuff, did any of you see Saturn last night?
I did, actually.
No, I
Yeah.
was asleep.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of days ago I read somewhere that it was meant to be the closest it was going to be and all that. And typical British weather, could not see a thing. It was just awful. It made me sad. And the next day, my mum looked outside. She went, "Oh, there's a bright thing in the sky." I was like, "Move!"
It's the sun.
And I got my little app out and held it up. I was like, "Oh no, that one is Saturn." And I attempted to take a picture of it. No, didn't work. No, it's a bit too far away. But I did get one of Mars ages ago. Well, that's just a tiny little red dot.
I will say those star apps are bloody brilliant.
They are. They're really
cool.
good. They're really helpful for just finding bearings and stuff. So, like, as I say, holding that up, I'm like, is it a star?
Yeah.
Is it
a planet?
a planet? And it
Or
just told me it was Saturn.
Uranus or something.
Yeah, that's it. Actually, talking of the planets, I think I told you about this a while ago.
Maybe.
But now Rebecca's here. Rebecca, I think, could really help us out
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
because she's a scientist.
Oh, no.
She does science.
So we've spoken about Anchor before, and Matt still has no idea really what it is.
I mean, her her expression was full confusion when you said
I was
anchor.
going to explain it to Rebecca, but
You mean anything off a ship?
I was hoping that you would have known by now. So Anchor is the software that we use to upload all of our stuff to the interweb.
Okay.
And recently I found out that where I can see, our gender listening ratio, our age gender ratio thing, age gender, just age. It also shows us where people are listening from. Now, actually, we've got about 50-50 in the UK and the US,
Okay.
which is quite nice. Hello, US
Very
listeners.
nice.
Hello. Good day.
We've also got a couple, I think, in Germany, or they might have just found one episode, listened to 5 minutes and gone, "What is this?" and just left.
Yeah.
But turns out, if you go further into it, you can see where in the solar system people are listening. And here's
seen that,
a
yeah.
problem that I've noticed. All of our listeners seem to be on Earth. And I don't know what we're doing wrong. How can we get our listeners on other planets to tune into our show?
I personally think it's a language barrier.
That's what I was going to
It
say.
might be a language barrier.
Do we know that they can understand what you guys are saying?
It's just waffle.
You need subtitles.
On a podcast,
Or braille.
again, on a podcast,
If there's a will, there's a way.
oh my god. But yeah, so it turns out all of our listeners are on Earth, and I just want to ask Rebecca's help on, now we've worked out it could be a language barrier, what else we could be doing to appeal to our listeners on Neptune, Jupiter, Uranus, and the likes of the others.
Sorry, it really upsets me that you've both called it Uranus. Really upsets
I
me.
upset Matt the first time I said it.
Yeah. Now carry on.
Okay.
So you got to tell us. So you need to tell us the that geology of the planet, so we can
Oh,
understand the creatures that would be living, the people that would be living there.
Well, here's the thing. Other than Mars, pretty much none of the planets would be inhabitable.
Because we've got gas planets.
Because
as well.
that's
Some
the
of them
problem
are
with
gas.
this.
No, absolutely. Some of them are gas planets.
What if you have humans with big hot air balloon heads? They could live on the gas planets.
Oh, he's
No,
got,
no,
he's got you
because-
there. Oh my god,
Yeah.
Matt, you've
Well, no.
the scientist has gone silent.
Yeah.
How have you done this?
Imagination beats science.
Well, no, because you wouldn't be able. Although they would be able to, float, sure.
Mm.
If they're humans, they won't be able to survive because they'd need air.
Not if we genetically modify our
Okay,
children.
but then also, how are they gonna eat? Where are they gonna stay? You wouldn't be able to build anything.
They would have a house that they plant, and you know
But it's gas.
Yeah,
know,
where,
the planet
where are they
is
planting
gas.
this? Right, now
is this
I'm going to
Jupiter?
jump on sides here.
But the
'cause
planet is gas. That's it.
Well, we'll just
There's
burn
not.
it.
It's not like Earth where there's a floor. It's just gas.
What gas?
I don't know.
If the sun goes out, can we just throw Jupiter in and just start a new one?
How can you
No.
throw it, Matt? 'Cause it's gas!
Blow it.
Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. Don't forget to give that follow or subscribe button a click so you don't miss out on any future episodes. And why not check out our Twitter and Discord too, where we post updates, behind the scenes stuff, and just general other news about the show. Links in the description below. Got any topics or questions you think need a proper answer or have yet to even be asked? Drop it in the comments below or send us a tweet. Until next time.